Hello friends, this is Upen here again. Welcome to Financial Nirvana channel, the way to financial freedom. I cover topics of your interest which helps you to plan your financials and attain financial nirvana. So please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get new video upload notification. Now let's discuss about today's topic. The best ways to save tax under Section 80C. Now this time of the year, everybody is busy identifying the right instrument where they can invest money, or if they have already invested money, then they are in the process of collecting and documenting everything so that they can declare all their investment which they can save under the Section 80C. We know that the government has granted a limit of 1,50,000 under the Section 80C, and if you have already not made an investment, then it's time to make an investment before you have to declare all your investments. Now, we know that in our offices, all our colleagues are advising to invest in various instruments depending upon what they understand or what they have been recommended by their families and friends or their investment advisor. I know that many of them have also gained the appetite to invest in the market, and hence there are many of them who are suggesting you to invest in the ELSS funds to save tax. Your bank managers have a different perspective and they may be advising you to invest in the insurance policy or a natural fixed deposit policy. Parents, as usual, wants you to go for time-tested PPF, which has a security, and then you also get tax rebate even on the interest when you earn after the maturity of the amount. And you as an individual can't afford to lose time and have to show proof of your tax savings investments by the end of this week or earlier than that, depending upon when your company has asked you to invest and show all the proofs of your investment. Company will deduct a very high tax in case if you fail to submit and showcase all the investment which you have originally declared when this financial year started. ET Wealth's annual ranking of tax saving instruments can resolve your dilemma. We have assessed 10 tax saving instruments on 8 key parameters: returns, safety, flexibility, liquidity, cost, transparency, ease of investment, and taxability of income. Each parameter is given equal weightage, and the composite scores of the various options determine their rank. So I'm going to discuss about 10 different investment instrument using which you can invest your money and you can take the tax rebate under the Section 80C of the income tax law. Let's talk about the first one. Again, I have tried to kind of categorize in order of preference, but you can go for anything which you feel is best suited for you. Now, it is just a suggestion. I would always recommend you to take help from your financial advisor or someone who you look up to so that you are making your money uh, work for you and you are investing in your money in the right instrument so that you are getting the best tax saving options as well as the return which you are estimating after the maturity of this scheme. Coming to the first option, the ELSS. On an average for the past 3 years, if you look at it, ELSS has given a very handsome return, almost close to 13.62%. Equities had a terrific 2017 year, and the rally has continued into the new year. The average ELSS fund rose 36% during 2017, and even the long-term performance is fairly decent. Investors have seen their wealth double in a little over 4 years. What's more, the returns are tax-free because long-term capital gains from equity funds are exempt from tax. While ELSS funds look attractive, the market is at all-time high level and the Nifty is trading at a PE of 27. Many analysts have advised investors to be cautious. Others say that expectations of returns from equities need to be toned down. But you know, we have seen it's a time tested ELSS scheme is a very good investment scheme, though you have a lock-in period for 3 years. But nobody tells you that you have to take out the money after 3 years. So if you remain invested in ELSS fund for a longer time, you will almost investing into an instrument which will definitely give you a better return than any other instrument which you either have invested or going to be investing. So though the markets are high, but I would suggest you to go through an SIP route into ELSS so that it can tide through the ups and downs of the market and it still can give you a very handsome return. Let's talk about the second option, which is also a very preferred option, very much preferred option for many people, which is Public Provident Fund. In short, it is called as PPF. Current return is almost 7.6% for the January to March 2018 period. Small saving rates have progressively come down in the past 2 years, mirroring the decline in bond yields. The PPF rate was cut recently by 20 basis points and could fall further in the coming months. Despite the rate cut, advisor says the PPF remains a good bet because the interest is tax free. So that means after you take out the money after 15 years, all of the principal amount as well as your interest is absolutely tax free, and hence it becomes a very lucrative option for people to invest money. The tax free status of the PPF gives it a distinct advantage over fixed deposits. The interest from fixed deposit is fully taxable, which brings down the returns to barely 5% in the highest bracket. The PPF also scores high on safety, flexibility, and ease of investment. The third option is Senior Citizen Savings Scheme. The return is almost close to 8.3% for the January to March 2018 period. Small saving rates were cut, but the Senior Citizens Savings Scheme was spared. At 8.3%, this is the best option for retirees looking for regular income in their golden years. The highest rate offered to senior citizens by banks is 7.7%. The tenure of the scheme is 5 years, which is extendable by another 3. But there is a 15 lakh overall investment limit and is open only to those above 60 years. So this option, though it is very good option, but it is only open for senior citizens who are 60 years and above. Now, the fourth option, which came into existence recently, is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, which gives a return of 8.1% for January to March 2018 period. For taxpayers with a daughter below 10 years, the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a good way to save tax. Although the interest rate has been reduced to 8.1%, it is still higher than what the PPF offers. Like the PPF, the interest is tax-free and there is an annual cap of 1.5 lakh on the investment. Accounts can be opened in any post office or designated banks. Parents can open accounts for up to 2 daughters, but the combined limit is 1.5 lakh in a year. So this is another great scheme for anyone who has a daughter, and they can open for their long-term study or for their marriages as well. The money which you may need after 20-25 years for their higher education or for their marriage. So it's a great investment instrument, and I would really highly advise to all the parents who have daughter, and they must go for this scheme, selecting the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Now let's look at the fifth option, which is National Pension Scheme. This is also slowly picking it up. The returns are 9.5% for the past 3 years. The NPS can help save tax under 3 different sections. Firstly, contributions of up to 1.5 lakh can be claimed as a deduction under the overall section 80C. Secondly, there is an additional deduction of up to 50,000 under section 80CCD 1B. Thirdly, if the employer puts up to 10% of the basic salary of the individual in the NPS, that amount will not be taxable. The trinity of tax benefits has attracted a lot of investors to the pension scheme, but many are still put off by the fact that it is not completely tax-free. Only 40% of the corpus is tax-free on maturity. It also forces the investors to put 40% of the corpus in an annuity to earn a taxable monthly pension. Let's look at the sixth option where you can invest is ULIPs. Return is almost around 9.9 to 11.9% because the portion of money they invest in the market, and hence you see returns are little on the higher side as compared to PPF or Senior Citizen Scheme or Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Despite attempts by the distributors and insurance companies, the perception about ULIPs has not changed much. Investors still consider them very costly and financial advisors hold them in contempt. But new ULIPs launched by insurance companies are low on cost, which translates into better returns. Data shows that aggressive ULIP plans earned over 20% in the past 1 year. That may not appear impressive compared to the 30 to 35% that equity mutual funds earned. Some of the charges of the ULIPs are deducted by reducing units, so the actual returns for the investors may be even lower. Looking at the seventh option, NSC, which is National Savings Certificates. The return is close to 7.6%. The interest rate of the NSCs has been reduced to 7.6%, but are still more than what bank fixed deposits offer. The NSCs also have a sovereign backing. NSC fell out of favor when bank rates were higher at 9 to 9.5%, but now they have fallen to 6 to 5.7%. This makes the NSC more attractive than bank deposits. What's more, the interest earned on the NSC is also eligible for deduction under Section 80C in the following years. Looking at the next investment option, which is a pension plan, the returns are anywhere between 7 to 10%. The emergence of the NPS has pushed pension plans from insurance companies into oblivion. Unlike the new ULIPs, these pension plans continue to have high charges. However, while NPS investors have to put 40% of the corpus in an annuity, some pension plans don't have such restrictions, while others require 25% to be put in annuities. Insurance companies believe that the tax treatment of annuities and pension income is one of the main reasons why people don't go for pension plans. There might be several reasons for people not saving for retirement, but the taxability of pension plans is certainly one of them. The ninth option is the bank fixed deposits. The return is anywhere between 7 to 7.5% on the maximum side. Their interest rates have fallen significantly and the income is fully taxable. Yet tax saving bank fixed deposits are good choice for taxpayers who are now running around to beat the deadline. Their tax planning can be done in a matter of minutes. Use the net banking facility to open a tax saving fixed deposit and show the proof of investment to your company. We are suggesting bank fixed deposits because you cannot go wrong in these instruments. Sure, the post-tax returns will be barely 5.5%, but at least you won't end up buying a low yield insurance policy or a pension plan. The final one is insurance. Returns are very low, which is close to 4.5% to 5%. It's no surprise that insurance policies are at 10th place in our ranking. Life insurance is the bulwark of a financial plan because it safeguards all the goals of the individual even after they pass. But this purpose is best served by a pure protection term insurance plan rather than a costly traditional policy that yields barely 4 to 5% returns. By that, buyers are attracted by the maturity sum, unmindful of the time value of the money. So in case if you have to go for an insurance plan, and it is advised that you definitely should have one medical insurance plan and one life insurance plan. And when you're going for a life insurance plan, rather than going for the traditional policy, you should invest in the pure term insurance plan, which can give you a better coverage, more coverage with a lesser premium, and that will really help to cover your family when you are not there. So these are the 10 investment options under the Section 80C which you can go for, and since the time is very limited, you have to act quickly to invest, get the certificates and submit to your company so that you can get away from the tax which will be deducted from your monthly salary in the month of Feb and March. So friends, the first option we talked about is a ELSS funds. it is one of the kind of mutual fund, and then there are several others mutual fund. But I know that many of you have questions around different jargons which are used in the mutual fund industry, and which creates a lot of confusion in your mind that how to invest in mutual fund, how to understand mutual fund. So on your request, I'm going to make my next video, which is going to be targeted on understanding the mutual fund and the different jargons we use in the mutual fund industry. So stay tuned for my next video, and that will give you a good understanding on the mutual fund jargons used in the industry. So thank you for watching this video, friends. All the very best in your financial planning. See you soon again. Bye bye.